Hello and welcome to everyone watching. My name is Raven Crossing, and today I'm going to talk about Dragon Age Veilguard again because people love when I do that. Although I will admit, I think more people are going to appreciate what I have to say this time around because I've actually played the game. That's right, I slapped down 60 buckaroos to install this thing on my personal PC and give it a whirl to see if it is as bad as Skill Up and Mr. Matty Plays did. Did what? Did what, Raven? What did they do? Jesus Christ, I'm going fucking insane. Okay, so to make a long story short, yesterday when the game came out, I'm recording this on November 1st, so yesterday, on Halloween, on the 31st, the game went live. I downloaded it and I tried to play a couple hours myself, and I ran into literal constant crashing. No matter what I did, no matter what setting I changed, no matter what piece of software I tried to tweak or alter or update, it wouldn't do anything. The game was just incredibly unstable. I updated my GPU drivers, rolled back my GPU drivers, re-updated my drivers. I even updated my fucking BIOS. I looked up a tutorial on how to go into the fucking Windows Advanced Graphics settings, and I still couldn't figure out what the fuck the problem was. Eventually I said fuck it, put the game into windowed borderless mode and just set everything to medium, and that seemed to fix it, which was why I was relatively confident that I could stream the game. And it was doing alright for about an hour of gameplay. And for a game that's pretty heavy to run in general, it seems, it was running fine. We were basically running it in 1080p, mixture of medium and high settings. I did have FSR enabled for quality, but we were still getting around 50 to 70 FPS depending on the scene. And then wouldn't you know it, we get past the prologue into the first sequence at the lighthouse and it just fucking crashes. I try to reboot the game, and wouldn't you know, the next crash literally broke my entire setup. I'm talking ended the stream, bugged out OBS, corrupted the recording of the stream. Basically what I'm trying to say is Dragon Age the Veilguard tried to kill my PC, and I think might have succeeded in some way. Now look, in terms of what I actually think about the game, I think the combat is really fun. I think the game looks tremendous still. I think it looks really, really good on a graphical level. I know a lot of people still don't like the character designs. Listen, I'm not one of those people. I think they look fine. Now, one thing I will say, the dialogue, not great. I think it ranges from mediocre to bad most of the time. And which one you're gonna get depending on the dialogue interaction with any particular character, it's a roll of the dice, dude. I have no idea what these fucking people are gonna say at the time. Because sometimes they'll say a line that is actually kind of cold and cool, and then other times they will just say the most redundant piece of information in the most bland, uninteresting, borderline cringe-worthy way you could possibly imagine. The voice acting is for the most part pretty good, but I will say, if I can point out someone in particular, I think the voice actress for Nev is really strange. A lot of her dialogue sounds like they took the first take they did of that line in the studio and just used that. It doesn't sound like someone communicating with another person. It sounds like someone reading lines off of a page.
That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go, before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse? This ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god? Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
It's so weird because I don't think any other character I've encountered yet sounds like that. It's just Nev. And it's only in like random specific instances. That's an oxymoron, but like my point is it doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens it's like, lady, why are you talking like that? But overall, I do like the story. The story and the combat is what's keeping me engaged and what's keeping me wanting to play the game, but I can't because it doesn't fucking work. I have 6.5 hours in this game, and I shit you not, I have not seen anything past the prologue. Let that sink in. Maybe they'll put out a patch eventually and fix it, but I gotta be honest, I wouldn't pick up this game right now until they fix this shit. Because what's happening is that I'm literally getting a DirectX error while I'm playing the game. It's basically overworking my GPU. And at first, I thought it was just because I have an older graphics card. I have a GTX 1080 Ti, but then I looked online and I saw that this was happening to people with brand new top of the line hardware, people with 3080s and 4090s. So I can't in good conscience recommend someone with a low or even mid-tier system picking this game up right now when it's this much of a crapshoot as to whether or not it's going to run well or run at all. And it's so weird to me that this is like a problem I'm having because I have seen almost nothing but universal praise for this game's PC port. And I have had nothing but problems with it. In all fairness, when it runs, it does run really well. When I'm not streaming, I can run the game in 1440p with a mixture of medium and high settings, using FSR quality, and get a pretty stable 60-ish FPS. But again, that's when it runs. And I have more than 2 hours played, so I can't get a fucking refund. Lovely. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I'm sure I'll find something else to bitch about next week. I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.